almost every month. People are asking what happened to a Cape Coral landmark. Gulf Coast News is learning why it's taking Big John so long to get back.
New video coming in of Hurricane Aaron's big waves. What these beach communities are doing to protect their coast.
Plus, FPL set to announce how much more you could pay for electric. Gulf Coast News at 3 is next.
I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief in 4 weeks with Sky, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Sky helped to visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Sky many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years. Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to function may occur before treatment. Get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Leg problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the number one prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Prone animal, clinical and animal strength can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
Febreze, your home is your happy place until you come back to bad odors. Use Febreze Plug-in. It has a microchip that alternates between 2 scents to fight odors and provide freshness for up to 50 days. Try Febreze Plug.
Nah, chase me. Live, the movie phenomenon. Gulf Coast News at 3 on NBC.
You are looking at the latest path of Hurricane Aaron as the storm moves up the East Coast. This is causing dangerous waves and rip currents. Thanks for getting on Gulf Coast News. I'm Christy Soto.
I'm Alex Sauer. Let's go right out to our meteorologist, Sarah Blue, who's tracking Aaron's path and the impacts it's having. Sarah?
Hey, well, we are still tracking Aaron out there. We're tracking very heavy rain in the eye wall of this thing, as well as gusty winds. It is bordering on Cat 3. We do expect it to get there later today. Now, drier air is circulating in on the left side of this thing, so we're not going to see any impacts in terms of rain here in Florida. Maybe some rough waters along the eastern portion of the peninsula. Still, though, heavy rain is expected off in the heart of this thing. As this continues to gain strength, it's going to move up to the north and eventually take a northeastern turn there. However, we'll still get some very rough seas, as well as dangerous surf conditions along the eastern portion of the United States. I want to reiterate, there are no impacts to the Gulf Coast. So we light threatening surf along the east coast, some storm surges and normal storm conditions. In North Carolina, storm surges, we have alerts going up to 4 feet of storm surge in the Outer Banks.
Right now, waves are, and some people are enjoying a walk right now. I want to go ahead and take you to Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, where reporter Aaron Gilchrist is.
I want you to see some of the work that's happening to try to get ahead of the storm. You can see some heavy equipment on Highway 12 here on Hatteras Island. These guys are moving sand from one side of the road over to the other. They're trying to reinforce the dunes along this main roadway that runs along the 1 mile. Lehigh Acres, 1 mile. Lehigh Acres.
And shot them along Arthur Avenue and Maryland Road. Gulf Coast News reporter Elise Changari is live for us from Lehigh Acres, where this is just feet from where kids are leaving the school. Elise?
That's a dog.
I want you to see just how close T Middle School is right here behind us. And then I also want to show you right here on the ground. You see bits and pieces of glass here on the ground, as well as parts from the car that was involved in this road rage incident. And I also want to tell you, this is part of the community. This is a neighborhood. I've spoken with neighbors here. They're obviously terrified. I also spoke with parents who are picking their kids up in the line here today. But we want to get you right to the sheriff's video, the body camera video from Lee County Sheriff's Office. Take a look at a deputy pointing a gun at the man they say was responsible for shooting multiple times into this car hauler, injuring a person. Lee County Sheriff's Office says Hood is a man who drove the white Hyundai around this car hauler and shot into the truck multiple times here on Arthur Avenue and Maryland Road in Lehigh Acres. Deputies tell Hood to put the pistol down and get on the ground.
Hands out! Hands out! Your name behind your back. Yes, well, phone, please.
Hood is facing serious charges that include aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, firing a weapon near school property, cruelty towards a child because a child was also in this cab of the hauler, and he's also charged with interfering with school administration functions. I did reach out to Lee County School District. They say that there was still some kids around the school. Some buses actually had to take a detour around the crime scene here. They say no students were injured at the time. Now, coming up here on Gulf Coast News at 4 o'clock, you're going to hear from those parents. This was the first time that they were learning about this while they were picking their kids up from school. You'll get their reaction coming up here at 4. Live here in Lehigh Acres. Elise Changari, Gulf Coast News.
Elise, thank you. We have breaking news. A federal judge in New York will not unseal grand jury transcripts related to Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking case. The ruling comes after the judge presiding on the case against Epstein's comrade, Ghislaine Maxwell, also turned down the government's request. Maxwell is serving a 20-year prison sentence for her conviction on sex trafficking charges. Epstein himself died in jail while awaiting trial on his charges.
Breaking news, drivers heading to and from Miami on Alligator Alley will see a lot of dark smoke. 2 fires in the Everglades have burned more than 17,000 acres north of I-75 across South Florida. Broward County issued an air quality alert. The Florida Forest Service says the fire started Monday. Neither fire is contained.
It was very hard to breathe this morning. Like I had to come out of my lung. My heart was to the roof. Yeah.
It was a little tough, the air, but it was okay. It was manageable.
Smoky conditions were also seen in Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale. Fire officials say the haze was worse overnight.
Today we expect Florida Power and Light to release its rates for how much you could pay next year. This is after their initial plan for a rate hike of about $20 a month didn't go through. FPL says they reached a settlement with some groups fighting the initial rate hike proposal. The new rate is expected to be filed with the Public Service Commission today.
We would only sign on to an agreement if it were to keep customer bills well below the national average.
I feel like our rates have gone up a lot since I moved here 5 years ago. So to hear that it's getting even higher while everything else around this area is heartening.
FPL last adjusted rates in 2021 is sending them up 15% in 4 years. Gulf Coast News will keep you updated when the official rates are announced.
New today, 2 men are accused of snooping around the Fort Myers apartment complex overnight. Fort Myers police arrested these 2 men at the Park Avenetto apartment complex around 3 o'clock this morning. Police say they got a call about some people checking out cars within the complex. Officers found a gun and magazines on them. They're both now facing charges.
Unfortunately, we found that not just the hurricane damage was done, but a good part of his major steel structure was old from being standing there since 1968.
New at 3, if you've been missing the Big John statue from Cape Coral, don't be. While yes, the statue has been getting worked on, it's actually along Southeast 10th Street right now in Cape Coral. Our Gulf Coast News reporter Kennedy Mason is live for us from Cape right now. Kennedy, what can you tell us about the status of Big John's repairs?
Well, you can't miss Big John here along Southeast 10th Street in Cape Coral. His bright blue jeans and big broken body stand out like a sore thumb. Now, the Brand 118 here is working hard to get him done.
Honestly, when I first saw him across the street, I was worried that they were just taking him down.
Patrick Larkin works by the screen painting company working on Big John. His big question, like many others, is what's going on with putting him back together? The iconic 25-foot statue should be standing in the Big John Plaza along Southeast 47th Terrace soon. This is what he looked like 2 years ago, standing tall in his spot. That's until Hurricane Ian wiped through the Gulf Coast. His body. Gulf Coast News spoke with the Brand 1 Inc. team on the phone.